Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark from Going Twice here. Just got a new GoPro. Picked this up from OfferUp. They were asking $85 for it, and I offered $60, and they accepted. This is a GoPro Hero 5 Black. Hopefully it increases the quality of my videos. I'm on my way out to a thrift store right now. It's Wednesday. This thrift store here does 50% off the entire store, except for one color. So typically pick up quite a few things from this thrift store every Wednesday to sell on eBay and Amazon. But let me know how you guys like this new GoPro footage compared to my just using the camera on my phone, the Google Pixel 2. But I'll see you guys at the thrift store. I just pulled up and we're walking into the store. Red, white, and blue thrift store. Favorite store on a Wednesday. Great deals. Let's go see what we can find. Alright, so walking through the thrift store, and my first place that I typically go to is going to be the electronics. Just I find that most value in the electronics, they usually have the highest return on investment. Sorry about the camera being shaky. I actually just changed the setting on my GoPro to video stabilization. So here's our electronics section. Not too much in the kitchenware electronics I'll pick up, but I'll head right down here to where they have all the stereo equipment and everything. So looked up this Yamaha cassette deck player. My thing is I'll grab things, throw them into my cart, and look them up later. So that way I can, get the most things into my cart that I think may have some value to it, and if it doesn't, after I look it up a little bit later, then I will put it back on the shelf. So I'm looking up this Harman Kardon receiver here, and ended up not being worth it. I think the price was too much on it, and it didn't have very good sold comps. Yeah, so there's solds of like $30, $35, and the price was just too much. So now I'm going to check this Sony DA555ES receiver, and the same thing there. The price was just too much on it for what the sold comps were going for. Even though they saw that there was some listed, just wanted to check the price here, and as you can see, it was $50. So with only one sold comp at $75, definitely not worth it. I did come back and I did look up this Epiphone guitar amplifier. I just bought an Epiphone by Gibson acoustic electric guitar, so I thought that might be good just to test it. But I ended up putting it back, didn't have the value. Actually, all these items that I'm picking up right now, I actually ended up putting back on the shelf. Just wasn't worth it for me. So this is where they keep all of the smaller electronics and DVD VCR combos, DVD players, VHS players, printers, phones. So I'm looking up this phone that's right here on the center. It is a speech phone. It'll bring up the text of what the person is saying to you, so you can read it. It's going to be for hearing impaired, but really no value. They're only selling for about $15 used on eBay. So decided not to grab that. But that's the thing, is like I look up anything and everything whenever I'm at the store. Checking the price there, it's $6. But with only $15 in sold comps, not going to bother with it. So there's lots of printers down here. Checking some of these DVD players. That was a Blu-ray Sony that I checked the price on. They wanted $20 on it, and no money to be made on that. not too much else here. That black box has been sitting there for months. Every time I come in, it's still there. I was going to check that Logitech out, but it was too expensive, one, and two, I'm gated on Amazon. That wireless mouse ended up not being worth anything, maybe $10, but that's what they were asking for it. Picked up this Xbox controller. Thought it was a branded Xbox, like Microsoft brand, but it is not. It was an off-brand. I had to pick up this fax modem because it was brand new, sealed, but ended up throwing it back because it had no value. So as of right now, we haven't picked up anything that I've kept for the store. All that stuff that I put in my cart right there ended up going back on the shelf. So as of right now, actually, this thing is the first thing that I bought that I kept. A Jabra. You can clip it onto your visor, and it acts as a wireless microphone and speaker, so you can talk via Bluetooth through your car if your car does not have Bluetooth. I'm going to sell that on Amazon. I'm looking up this Panda. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it looked interesting, different. Never seen it before, so just punching it in, seeing how much it sells for, and I think they were asking $40 for it, and that's pretty much what they're selling for. So no value in that whatsoever. So right now I'm going to be headed over to the video games to check to see what type of games they have. I don't do too much in clothing at all. What I check for clothing is just shoes. So I don't go through any of the racks for t-shirts or long sleeve shirts or anything like that. Sometimes I have good audiobooks over here or CD sets. I did grab that CD, that RW. It was brand new, but didn't have any value because it was only a 5-pack. So decided to throw that back as well. Grab a few games here once this guy gets out of my way. Mostly they're all just sports games or low value Guitar Hero, Dance Dance Revolution. Nothing worth too much. So I picked out a few that I thought were interesting, like that Mickey Mouse draw game. What's this here? A Bakugan game I thought was different, interesting, never seen it before. I'm going to switch over to the other side of this guy. So that game was brand new, sealed, so that's why I grabbed that one. I'm going to go back and check these in my cart here in a minute. Alright, so I checked some of the things in my cart, and I only ended up keeping one game. I stopped the footage for a little while because there was just a lot of people over there. It took a while to get through. But as you can see, I picked up a bunch of boots and a RAD 2.0 robot. Came mostly complete in the box. Didn't have the battery for the actual robot, but it did have the remote control for it. So decided to pick that up. They were asking $15 for it, and they're selling used for about $40 or $50. This is a NSYNC bobblehead, exclusively at Best Buy, so I brand new in the box, grabbed that, but no value, threw it back on the shelf. This section over here is mostly houseware, hard goods, other things. I don't typically find too many things over here. Sometimes I'll have cameras that I can pick up. And one of the other sections that I like to go through is the board games. So I did pick up a few different board games from this store. Oh, here's a Spider-Man Snow Globe, Spider-Man 2. I did look this up right here, and they were only selling for about $15, and I didn't see that particular one. Plus it was missing some of the water inside of it, and the water level had gone down, leaked out, so decided not to take a chance on that. But I'm trying to get some good point of view type thrifting action for you guys with the new GoPro. Still working on it. Have to figure out the best strategy to go in there and tape record what I'm buying and picking up. But it's always a work in process. Most of the things, like I said, that I have in my cart, I ended up putting back. I did get a few good things. Like earlier on in the video, there was a screen hedge trimmer that I picked up. That thing actually had some value. I went back over there and grabbed that and threw it in my cart. They were asking, I think, $10 half off on that, so that was a really good deal. Sell it for about $35 or $40. Grab this Speak Out game and scan it to see if it has any value on Amazon. Didn't see it over in the other board games, so I forget if I'm restricted in this item or not. No, I'm not restricted in this, but it's only selling for $11.96 by Amazon, and trying to compete anything that Amazon is on the listing for brand new, kind of want to stay away from, because they're going to hog the buy box and you're not going to get a chance to ever get that. They're going to lock that in for themselves so they get all the sales, and the customers will actually have to go and click the other sellers to find your specific one, even if you are a lower price. They're not going to give you that buy box. So I'm going to head back over here to the electronics just for another look around. Maybe they put some other stuff out. As you can see, they're bringing stuff out constantly and stocking the shelves. So I do look up these waffle makers. Sometimes waffle makers, pizzelle makers have some really good value to them. So I'm looking up this Hello Kitty pancake maker, waffle maker here. They didn't have a tag on it. So anything that's not priced, they won't let you buy. It has to go into the back room and get repriced. But it would have had some decent value to it if it would have been priced low enough. I think they're selling for somewhere around $25 or $30 on Amazon. So it was this one right here, and yeah, $28 to $30 on Amazon used. And if it was priced at $5 or $6 like the other ones were there, then I would have picked it up. But very clean. But yeah, no tag. So I had to put it back. I mean, I think I threw it in my cart to ask a worker, but they would not price it there on the spot for me. And I'm looking up these other Bella waffle makers. They make circus animal shapes, but they didn't have very much value to them, so decided not to take those. this s'mores thing didn't come up on Amazon, so I didn't even look at it. Most of the time, sharper image I'm restrictive on in Amazon. This one was kind of expensive. They were asking $30 for it. It's like a new wave oven type deal, if you know what those are, but I don't think it restricted on it here. No other listings, so I didn't want to look for it. I'm going to check on eBay just to see what it goes for on eBay as well. And no solds. So decided not to take that because no sold comps within the past 3 months means it probably is a slow mover if they ever do come up or nobody really wants them. There was a juice maker up on the top shelf, so I'm looking that up on eBay. But once again, no sold comps, so didn't take it. Really did a bad job at filming the items that I did take. I'm realizing that now as I go through the video. Well, I went back in to return the cart and decided just to take one last little look around, went over back to the video game section, and I did miss something the first time. I bought this brand new Star Wars The Best of PC game. Paid $5 for it, and it's selling brand new on Amazon for $60. So that was a really good score to find for just an extra second of looking. Alright, I'm gonna get home and I'll get this video uploaded for you guys. Alright, see you soon. It's the next day. I'm gonna show you guys what I bought at the thrift store the other day and tell me if I got a good deal or not. Alright. So first thing is this Micro Machines Super City toolbox. It cost about $6 and it felt like it was pretty much complete. It was pretty heavy, and looking through it, it actually had most of the parts plus a whole bunch of extra vehicles in there. So I listed this for I think $40 on eBay, and I paid $6 for it at the sale. Oh, there goes some parts over there that just fell out. Alright. So this is that Garden Groom hedge trimmer. It's the MIDI version. I paid $10 for this, and I listed it for, I believe, $40 as well. Got a pair of ASIC running shoes for women. Paid $5 for these. They were half off, and these I'm going to sell for $40 with free shipping. Another pair of shoes. These are Nike high top Huarache. I can't really read that. Huarache basketball shoes, men's. Paid $10 for these, and I saw comps kind of all over the place. Some for $50, some for $70. So I listed these for $50 or best offer, plus shipping. This is that rad robot. So let me pull him out. He looks pretty rad, I'd say. So he comes with this cool little serving tray. I guess he'll pick things up. Has arms and a remote control and everything. I did test it with a battery. It just uses a 6-volt battery back here, and I had a old RC New Bright battery that I put in there, and he lights up and seems to be working. So listed him for $50, and I paid $15 for him. Besides that, I got a few other things that I already sent into Amazon. That Star Wars game that you saw, I did list that for $60 and sent that into Amazon yesterday. So I have that video coming out with my Amazon orders that I packed up. And I also got a board game that I listed. I think I paid $4 for that board game and listed it in Never heard of it before. It was, can't remember what it was called. Word on the Street. So yeah, never heard of that. And I also got a Leapfrog Leap TV system that I sent into Amazon as well. And I almost forgot, this is the last thing I picked up. It is a Disney Babies musical mobile. It plays It's a Small World, After All. It can mount on your crib or your mount on the wall. So I paid $4 for that, and I'm gonna list it for $25 on eBay. So that is my haul that I got. Not too great of anything, except for that video game. That was the best score that I got. So turning $5 into $60 on Amazon. But let me know what you guys think of the new GoPro video, if I need to do anything different. Leave the comments down below and hit that like button if you want to see more videos like this. Alright, I'll see you guys later.